According to Deadline, Disney is in the very early stages of looking at Guardians of the Galaxy star Chris Pratt as the next Indiana Jones. Pratt will star in the upcoming Jurassic World and is set to start shooting a remake of The Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington. John, would you like the idea of Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones?
I am, obviously, I should have brought in the picture. I'm a huge fan of Chris Pratt, have been for a long time. We were lucky enough to have him a couple times. He was actually in the studio with us not so long ago, and he is one of the sons of AMC, which is great. He rides around with one of our shirts. I love Chris Pratt. That was the year of the Pratt, Jurassic World. Oh, you're just going to do The Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington and Antoine Fuqua. Wow. But I don't like him for Indiana Jones. I never have, ever since, fans first started talking about that back in August. And back then I felt this way. I still feel the same way now. I don't think it's a good move for him, number one. I think right now he is on a trajectory of, in the next 2 years, he could be the biggest movie star in Hollywood. 2 years from now, he could be the biggest movie star in Hollywood. I don't think, and while I love remakes and I'm all for all that kind of stuff, I don't think this is the right move for him right now. But secondly, when we look at roles of his, like whether it's in Guardians of the Galaxy or it's Andy on Parks and Recreation and stuff like that, one of the great strengths of Chris Pratt is the fact that he infuses so much of him. Because if you talk to him and you know him in person, Star-Lord is Chris Pratt, man. And Andy on Parks and Rec, that's Chris Pratt. And that's what makes him so likable, charismatic on screen, all that kind of stuff. But I also believe that it's probably one of the elements that makes me not real thrilled with the idea of him being Indiana Jones. That's not what I see in Indiana Jones at all. Now look, we could see Jurassic World, and that could become a non-issue. Because it looks from the trailers like he is not Chris Pratt playing in Jurassic World. So we may see that and go, oh my gosh, this is a different thing. But for now, I don't think it's a good move for him personally. I think he can do something that would better further his career than doing Indiana Jones. And number two, I don't think it's good for Indiana Jones because I just don't think he's the right fit. So anyway, that's how I feel about it. Mark, what about you?
See, if I had to cast Indiana Jones right now and you had a gun to my head, Chris Pratt would be the guy I would take because I think that he can combine a sense of humor with the action chops that we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy because I don't think that Star-Lord is that far off from Indiana Jones as far as the way that they look at the world and their approach to things. I don't know that, I think that I've come around to the idea that yes, we are going to get another Indiana Jones franchise and there is going to be somebody else wearing the Indiana Jones fedora. As much as that pains my inner child, I think that it actually, he's going to become like a James Bond figure where you can have multiple people play him. I'll go to death saying that Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones, sure, but I wouldn't mind seeing other people in that role. And so I think for right now, today, I think Chris Pratt is the best guy. That could change 3 years down the road. Chris Pratt is already going to be attached to Guardians and maybe to this new Jurassic Park franchise that's coming up, maybe some other things too. So there could be somebody else that emerges. But if we had to start rolling cameras today, I think Chris Pratt is the best choice.
Shep?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I think Chris Pratt doing Star-Lord is almost like a Han Solo. So, I mean, if you looked at Harrison Ford going Han Solo, Indiana Jones, you could see this natural progression. And I think with a film like Zero Dark 30, we saw a different side of Chris Pratt that's a tougher character that's not just being a jokester. I think he's a perfect casting. I think him playing Indiana Jones, I could see him in the next 6 Indiana Jones movies. I'd much rather see Chris Pratt in a brand new Indiana Jones than a 5th Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford.
Star-Lord could go to the planet where the crystal skulls came from in Indiana Jones
and blow it up before they made the 4th movie.
Maybe Indiana Jones is Peter Quill's father. Whoa! What?
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.